remember, dude.
Wait, what's that from?
Bill Gluckman, wasn't that from Bull? He was like a politician, or maybe it was from.
I look like an alcoholic over here.
Why, 'cause
You got the multiple bruskis.
I'm the only one who has the one. Yeah,
All right.
it's from Malibu's Most Wanted. That's what Bill Gluckman.
Right, that's yeah,
Gluckman.
that makes sense.
Shout out to Bill Gluckman.
All right. So, welcome back to the AddOil Podcast. I say welcome back after a very long hiatus. This is, I'll start off by saying my name is Josh. I go by the name Fireox. I'm a DJ, producer, amongst other things. And I started a podcast. I just recently moved from, not recently, but I moved from Hong Kong to Chicago last September. And in Hong Kong, I had started a podcast called AddOil. And AddOil is translated from Cantonese from the word gai yao, which means to like, it literally means add oil, but it also means to like, it's like a word, it's like a phrase to kind of inspire people. It's like, yeah, keep up the good work, or like keep going, like, you know, do the thing. And I just thought it was a good name for a podcast. And in Hong Kong, I was interviewing people who were involved in the creative scene in one way or another, lots of musicians and artists, and talking to them about their projects and stuff. And this was something that I wanted to continue once I got to Chicago, and I just kind of had to figure out the proper sort of network to do it. And a few months later, here we are. I'm with the homie DJ Skoli, Ryan Roberts.
Whoa, you gave my government name on you. Oh, man. Hey, my name is Skoli, a.k.a. Young Scochella, a.k.a. Sco Exotic, but BKA Skoli Moly Donut Shop owner. You know, that's my biz. You know, cop some donuts from your boy. You feel me? Nah, but yeah, me and Josh, a.k.a. DJ Fireox, been rocking for a minute. So it's just good to have him back in the city of the wind. Me and our partner, Ezekiel the Freaky, my dog, he's, kind of spearheaded this whole SocietyChi movement that we rocking on. So shout out to SocietyChi. Right now, this podcast has no sponsors, but we're free agents. We're on the market.
Sponsor us.
So after you hear this beautiful linguistics and colloquialisms, throw us a bag. Cool. Yeah. So Zeke, what about you, man?
All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? My name's Zeke, or Ezekiel, if you want my government name over here. You know. So I'm the founder of SocietyChi. I have my colleagues here, Skoli and Josh. You know, I'm going to be helping us with a lot of the entertainment and just kind of blowing up society around in Chicago, given the name, Chi. So I started this a while back, just looking to, showcase artists, try to do something different, bring in live stream. I was actually doing live stream before it became popular, broadcasting, do a lot of video production.
A true pioneer.
Right here,
A Renaissance man at his finest. Just look at him, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Insert applause noise. We gotta get our sound effects.
But yeah, I'm glad to be here, and I look forward to, doing a lot more.
Right on.
Yeah, and then we'll be here. We'll be doing this, I guess, every other Thursday as a group, and I think we're going to be trying to incorporate other sort of like concepts along with the AddOil podcast. Hopefully we can have some artists in and kind of interview them and continue the life of AddOil in Chicago. I'm excited. I'm excited to have you guys as a part of it.
We're hyped.
And
we're hyped, guys. If you can't tell. We're on 10.
Freaking hype, dude.
I'm on 11. I didn't even drink any coffee today.
And we'll also be doing, as part of this sort of project, not just the podcast, we'll be doing, live stream DJ sets, starting a little, independent radio station. It's going to be lots of fun stuff.
It's going to be a vibe.
So, Skoli, you out here. You are a DJ, a producer.
Okay.
I mean, y'all
Okay.
Apparently, he was nice on the court.
Hey
on
man,
the intramural basketball court.
I got humbled yesterday on the court, man. I used to be pretty nice back in my day.
But yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you said I produce, DJ, run a little indie record label.
Exactly, that's what I was
Kinky
gonna ask about.
Elevator. And shout out to my kinky family. And I'm just overall entrepreneur. I do accounting.
Okay.
I'll crunch some numbers.
Count those numbers.
I like
okay.
numbers, man. I'm into it. I just like doing what feels right. It's like, I don't know about you. You're a DJ, and Zeek, he's like a little bit of a DJ himself. He always sets the vibes at the beginning of my shows.
Really?
Yeah, man. Zeke got the
cutting it up.
playlist on
Yeah,
deck.
playlist.
He be cheating though. He be having them like the curated Spotify playlist,
Hey.
but he be killing it though. Still,
You will get a lot like
Siri, play sicko mode.
sicko mode. More like
over the
sicko mode
years-
Skrillex remix.
you'll be interested. I mean, over the years, people coming in and doing events, they'll have like their own playlists. We have just playlists.
Yeah, you just
for
got them one
Oh,
day.
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
I know
You
that
guys,
you always rock with the Mad Decent. Shout out to the Mad Decent folks. I remember I would go look at it and steal a couple, Shazam a couple off of
Little
there.
Diplo joints.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I was about to say, as a DJ, I can't speak for Fireox, but I kind of got, thrown into the DJ game. I've always been more of a, just a loose character. I would never wanted to like kind of put myself in a box. But when I started, I always just loved music, and I feel like that's one thing that brings us all together is a love for music and art culture in general. And, once I found out that I could get paid to press a play button and then learn how
That's
to
all we
mix
do,
it in
folks.
a little bit cleaner every time, I'm in. It's fun. It's cool.
I was my introduction to becoming a DJ was a little bit different. I struggled with something that I think a lot of people do is like the concept of imposter syndrome. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have heard of that.
Yeah, so I would always people would be like, "Oh, you're a DJ." I would literally every time I would correct them and say, "No, I'm not a DJ, but I DJ."
I do DJ.
I DJ, but I'm not a DJ.
Yeah.
And I had this terrible imposter syndrome, which I actually really only overcame the first time I played like a full on fucking like main stage at a
Yeah.
music festival, which is
Yeah.
kind of like sad, but yeah. I was like playing to like this
He's
massive
like, wow,
crowd.
now I feel like I'm a DJ officially.
Yeah, I was in Bali, Indonesia, and it was like a big fucking
Slight
music
flex.
festival.
You hear
and
that
shit.
slight flex?
Yeah, well,
I was
we gotta-
just in Bali for the weekend, plugged and play. That's swagged out.
But no, for real, that was the moment. I was looking out at the crowd, and I was like, shit. And like the dude who was running the music festival, like, kind of helped with that because he was like gassing me up and shit. But I was like. But like after that day, I was like, okay, I guess I'm like a DJ now.
That's
you
how it
know?
usually
So,
goes. Someone puts that battery in your back. Shout out my homie Grace. She actually put the battery in my back because I used to really like making remixes, and I was always into production. That was like my first like thing I wanted to be, but never thought it was really feasible. So I'm like, yeah, man, I need to go to college and get me a nice little corporate USA job. And
That was probably still the move though.
yeah, I kind of did both.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a nice little
yeah.
balance.
Exactly.
It's like work life, and I would like make these little remixes and have dinner parties. I was like feeling myself my 5th year of college.
Van Wilder looking at.
Yeah, I was just in there like, hey, too old for college looking at boy. But yeah, and I would make these remixes, and then one day my friend Grace was like, yo, you should like DJ this party I'm doing. And I'm like, what? I don't really DJ. I just like just playing music. And then I really thought, I was like, man, that kind of is DJ. I can do some stuff. I had my little virtual DJ set up. He'll do it
I
straight
started
off.
the setup like that.
Did it straight off the aux, baby.
Software,
You know, no equipment, no controller. But then that, you know, she gave me some bread. I'm like, oh, okay. And I used that to invest in some more.
So your first gig, you didn't even want it, and you got paid.
I did. It set the precedent real high. I was like, yo.
I did so many free gigs. Maybe that contributed.
I've done a lot of free gigs, but it's just like that. It was. Yeah, my first one, she was like, because I guess Grace is a baller, you know.
Yo, big ups, Grace. I don't know who this is, but
she's
sounds
a great
fucking
person.
sick,
she lives
dude.
in LA. She's like an awesome photographer.
Dope.
She's really sick.
We're fans of Grace. Get her on the podcast.
Yeah, we will get her. We'll get
Next
her on the
time she's
line.
in town, man.
Who's
Or just Zoom that shit.
What about you, Zeke? What was your first DJ experience, man? What was your first DJ bag? Tell us about it.
I don't have a first DJ.
No, but what is your background, Zeke? Let's get into it.
Let's dig in.
I started with graphic design. Actually, art, just doing tons of graffiti. That's how I grew up. Like,
oh wow!
Damn.
Small little
I didn't know that. This is a world
Zeke was the
exclusive.
writer.
You're a little firecracker, a little
that.
it's
spicy
just like a small
meatball.
town, hit those trade tracks.
What was your? You mind us asking? What was your
Freak?
tagger name?
my tagger name?
Le Freak.
That'd have been sick. Like FREEK.
No, it's always been ER. It's just like it's always
Is it 'cause you-
emergency, you know?
Yeah, put you in the ER, baby.
Word.
That was for all them
That was
cops.
like a-
if you pull up on Zeke while
that
he's
was like
tagging.
a low key threat.
Threat to the community, a menace to society right here.
Society.
I dig it.
Yeah. So when I moved to the city here in Chicago.
Wait, where are you from?
So I'm from now it's a city, but it's Elkhart, Indiana, in Bristol.
Damn,
So
I
it's
thought
like-
I just assumed you were from Chicago.
Damn, we got some good Midwest representation in
Hell
this
yeah,
joint.
Wisco in this
We got
bitch.
Indiana, West
I mean,
Coast, we got Illinois in this joint.
This is like I'm going for like 8 years here in Chicago. So this is home. I love it. So as soon as I got here, I'm going to school, trying to do graphic design, learn photography, and just try to get into like different gigs, just to do photography, video production. A lot of people just didn't fuck with me. So it's like, I headed to the underground, just try to find different spots.
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Like, shout out to like Vico, put me on Pum Pum, Pachanga, Memo. Like they were doing a lot of stuff. Then I met Sierra, AMFM.
Yeah, Sierra McKissick.
Like,
Shout
Shout out Sierra. She'll be a guest on this very soon.
Yo,
We gotta make
underground,
that
like
happen.
That'd
just
be easy.
the art scene, and I just started, putting in work, doing any type of tech. Shout out to Alex Palmer. He was like, my second man, just doing a lot of baby
Palm.
tech.
Shout out Palmer.
You did a lot at the dojo, correct?
Yeah,
It was,
a lot of the
like a
yeah.
DIY
So
venue here.
that's actually where I met Alex, and he was just like showing me like all the cool stuff that he's able to do there, like projections. And I'm like, oh man, I can do this. Let me help you. So I would just like started just randomly finding gigs and putting in work. And actually, he's the one who helped me get the aux. So everything together.
This place is sponsored by the Auxiliary Art Center.
Hey, let this be known, ladies and gentlemen. Just like my boy Ezekiel just broke down to y'all real smoothly. Your network is your net worth.
Hey,
You network with the right people. You get in with your right crowd. The sky's the limit. You
Sky's
keep
the
at
limit.
it. AddOil, baby.
Hey.
And I got some good news.
Yeah,
It's
that was
pizza
nice.
time.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Everybody like pizza time.
Yeah, we ordered pizza, so we're gonna take a little break. So we just finished some pizza. It was tasty, and we're gonna get back into the chat.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sarpinos for sending that box over. Appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
man.
Sarpinos, sponsor the pod,
Manifesting. So yeah, man. Stimmies are going out everywhere, man. Everyone's excited.
My stimmy hurt.
My stimmy. So Josh, you got your stimmy. Yo, what you about to?
Do you remember that Playboy Cardi like meme thing where he was like, "Oh, my stomach hurt.
My stimmy.
hurt." My stimmy hurt.
My stimmy hurt. It didn't even come yet. That shit already gone. So what you doing with your joint?
Bruh, you know what? I've been thinking about this for a minute. I think I'm just gonna buy a sex doll, bro.
Hey, you heard it here first. So what model you going for? The 8500 or the SX3?
What is this, Futurama 8500?
Yeah, you know, it's like all different types of models.
The SX3 is definitely a controller, isn't it?
But they got Pioneer is making sex dolls
I'm gonna get
now.
the XDJ RX2.
Exclusive, man. They hit me up. They
The
DM me.
DJM
We
900.
play some music while
Hey man, if you put your mind to it, it could be a sex toy. You know, you just gotta think about it.
Yuck.
Take a second.
Gross. I'm never gonna be using your DJ equipment.
Yeah, that's why it's my equipment. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll probably just like buy some clothes. Oh no, I might actually buy a new bike, man. Actually, and then
You
maybe
selling your own?
we'll see. I might keep that as like a commuter, and then buy a more intense bike for like longer rides.
It's commuter.
Y'all
That's some
crazy.
bougie shit.
What's
man.
so crazy about
Dude,
that?
you
I'll take a walk.
I'm gonna bring y'all into a little secret about my boy Josh. You know, he was a
I'm an
mattress hoarder, and now it looks like he's about to be a bicycle hoarder. I'm not mad at those though. Like you can never have too many.
Yo, he's like, the people with tons of shoes. Like, yo, these
Yeah,
are my,
like
my
me.
walking
That was me.
shoes,
That was
my
definitely
club
me.
shoes.
I used to buy 2 pair of shoes every paycheck in high school. I
that.
was an idiot.
Yeah, I
Now
went
Josh
through a phase
just got
like that
bikes.
too.
Yeah.
So one time, I think it was during we had a little like a birthday party live stream. This is actually probably like the first little project all three of us did together.
Yeah, it was the birth.
And I was going through a phase of my life. No, I
love this story.
My mattress was really uncomfortable, and I ordered a new one, and I had 2 mattresses, and one was like kind of sitting out. It's not even that funny, guys.
It's funny. If you were there, guys, you would understand how funny it was.
So I've been known Skoli. Like we knew each other before I moved to Hong Kong, but I didn't know Zeke. And I was just I like had people at my house, my apartment, and that's like kind of an intimate thing, dude, to me at least. And I just was like a little bit embarrassed that I was like, yo, sorry guys, I have like an extra mattress. I have an extra mattress sitting out.
Disclaimer.
It's kind of weird. And then they made like the biggest fucking deal out of it. Like,
I mean, you set the precedent. If you didn't say anything, we would have said. We probably would have just texted later, like, "Damn, what was up with that?" Like,
What's up with the
you
bed?
would have said. You would have just been. Hey, no, but I appreciate you being so transparent, and you're always been a
what
man
I'm
of the
saying.
people.
I thought you like to sleep standing up. That's why I was like the belly.
Man, oh damn,
yeah, 'cause
damn.
it was
see?
like put up against the
Okay,
wall.
all right, that's it.
Actually, real talk. Speaking of my bed journey, I have a new frame on the way. That's something I bought with the stimmy. Actually, I bought a new
you bought
bed
a
frame
frame?
because my shit
Okay.
was looking weird.
That's
Yeah,
icy.
because when I moved back, I kind of just threw everything together and got like some like very temporary stuff, and I'm kind of just like gradually, getting the apartment fitted. You know what I'm saying?
Get fitted, suited, and booted.
Suited and booted.
So you getting a new doll for your new bed frame?
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I mean, that's part of the bed. It's part of the sleeping experience,
Yeah,
man. I
man.
gotta. No.
Dude, Zeke is on
So,
one,
yeah,
man. He's
I guess
silly.
a bed frame and a bike, and actually, this. I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna like donate some of it to some charities. As well.
Okay, look at him.
I almost didn't say that because it feels like I did.
Scully Donut Shop, is that?
Yeah, Scully
It
Motor
didn't feel
Donut
like I
Shop
needed to say it.
Incorporated.
I didn't want to be like virtue signaling like that. I was like, ugh. But yeah, no, I was gonna donate some of it too.
Oh,
So.
man.
What about you guys? What y'all doing with y'all?
With
Your
the
stimmy hurt.
stimmy, with the stimmy, I'm gonna spend it right. I'm gonna do what it do.
Yeah, get an extra mattress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy me an extra tire for my car real quick. Just hoard something. No, seriously, I probably just
An extra air fryer.
pay for an LLC or something.
Word back.
Yeah, I might drop a couple. I might get like 3 LLCs just to flex for people.
Just making
Like,
businesses.
those Twitter warriors, those people like, man, actually, this is kind of funny because I see those people on Twitter who like, oh, I applied to like 50 different college and got into 50 different college. I'm like, dog, Come, I mean, like, I don't want to kill your dreams, but it's like, damn, you applied to 50 colleges, dog.
Yeah,
That's a lot of application
looking
fees.
desperate, son.
Looking like real needy over there, my guy.
Bro, make up your damn mind.
Well, I got into 50 schools looking ass. I'm sorry, my bad.
I've actually never seen any that flex. I've never seen any.
Yeah, that's a big Twitter flex kind of during application season.
That's one flex that you're just gonna regret later on. I got all this, college debt. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like it's not all that. I mean, hey, go to school, kids. But at the end of the day, just
Learn
be smart.
something, yeah.
Don't work hard, work smart.
Absolutely.
So, what about you, Zeke? What you dropping?
He's gonna buy a camera.
I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna
Just gonna sit it on ice. Wow, conservative over here.
I'm gonna sit on it. Just kind of think about what I really need.
Man, Zeke is gonna go straight to Vegas.
What
to the
you
strip
need?
club.
What you need is
Just kidding.
love.
Yeah. No, it's right now I'm not trying to spend my money. I'm trying to find sponsors. I'm trying to find investors.
I'm trying to find a sugar mama.
Hey man, hey, we're all available. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for all of us, but hey, I'm available. My application, my resume is out there. Hey.
So no, that doesn't surprise me though, Zeke. I feel like out of the three of us, you're definitely the most calculated, and I think that'll probably show throughout these podcasts.
You'll see. You're the voice of reason.
You'll see all the wonders when we the world opens up again and we're just standing on a stage,
speaking
looking
up,
down at hundreds of people.
Right.
Speaking of Sugar Mama, I just got followed by Sugar437 Mommy on Instagram.
Yo, tell her to come pull up right now and be a guest on the
Shout out to the 4377 Mommy.
She's looking for that juke.
Man,
that Chicago.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm taking.
Is she look like a bot or is she for real?
Man, I can't really tell. This name sounds very generic.
Yeah, but, that's why I asked.
We'll see. We'll see.
So
how it plays out.
Zeke, you said you're gonna wait until seeing what the world looks like. When things might start to open up.
Yeah.
Which actually is a nice segue into maybe the next topic is like what do you guys think this summer is going to look like? COVID-wise, people are getting vaccinated. It's going to be like outdoor events. Like, do you think we'll be like kind of back in action? What do you guys think?
Ooh,
what do you think, Zeke? I kind of got a theory.
Yeah, there's just kind of like if we think take the city in perspective and then the news. I just things are opening up all around the United States. I mean. It all comes down to the people. If people in Chicago are being considerate and wearing masks, even after they took the vaccine or whatever, I think we're getting out of there that hump. Mm. But there's always that I don't give a fuck
X factor.
Yeah. So I mean I hope that by summer
some sort of normalcy.
We're gonna go have fun, do some events, but stay safe. But I don't know. That's like throwing a quarter in the air and seeing what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I think the summer might still be pretty heavily outdoor events.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hot girl summer, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Every summer.
Honestly, no. I do think post pandemic is gonna be the horniest our entire globe has ever been.
It's gonna be a lot of.
I can feel it. I can feel the tension. I can feel the sexual tension.
A lot of 2022 babies.
Bring our.
Yeah, for sure. But
bring the
strap up,
bring
ladies
the
and
R&B
gentlemen.
back.
So it really is gonna be hot girl summer for sure. I mean, it's hot boy summer.
Hot
dude.
boy summer, baby.
I'm out here in translucent, crop tops. Check me out, bro.
I like
with my COVID wig over
I like how they were
nipples out.
They had those little male rompers last summer. They didn't really, they didn't pop as much as I feel like they should have.
Yeah, they should.
We could make a round two, get some kinky rompers.
Some kinky rompers.
You know what I'm saying?
Some
bring it back.
Leather fetish wear. Oh, you mean kinky branded? My fault.
Oh yeah, both. Both. Hey, layered. It's layers to this.
Kinky, you know?
It's layers to this. But yeah,
sure.
I think I don't know. Like I had a good time last summer. You know, it was kind of crazy. It was different. You know, it wasn't as busy for me as it usually a normal summer, but I did have appreciation for like the outdoor events. I'm an outdoorsy type of dude, you know. I'm a lumberjack type of guy, man. I like being out here in the field, in the forest, in the rainforest, in the mountains.
My man's out here in the
Into it.
rainforest.
Hey, shout out to Costa Rica. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been to Costa Rica, but I have been
Brazil.
to
Brazil.
I've told this story like a bunch of times, but I don't know if I've ever told it on like a podcast. But I went to Colombia for like a vacation in like, I don't know, 2016 or something. And I randomly, I like just a series of like meeting random people. I ended up at a full on like rave
Oh,
in like the jungle on top of a mountain.
that's a vibe.
in Colombia,
Okay.
and it was like the most unique experience I think I've probably ever had.
That's a
I
vibe.
forgot why. Oh yeah.
No, I just brought up,
like the jungle.
but I love it. I love it, man. I love a good rave.
Me too. Bro.
I miss raves, man.
Bro,
Raves.
I'm saying the outdoor shit is gonna be popping off this summer. That's what I'm saying. That's
the
my
first time I ever went to a rave. Like it was Electroforest. Like it couldn't even get any better than that.
You was on
Just for my
cloud
first
nine.
experience. I mean, like going
Trying to
to
think my
another
first rave.
country and seeing something like that. I mean, I'm down. I'm ready. Whatever you guys are.
Oh man.
But like just going into it, just going into the forest in the middle of night. No lie, I was we're just making the trees dance, music everywhere. I'm like, this
It was like kind of going
this is
along
heaven,
with
yeah.
going along with the humans. Yeah, the last rave I went to was in Germany in 2019, late 2019.
You went to Berghain.
Yeah, with the
That's an
Berghain.
experience.
I was freaky enough to get in the Berghain, so I was proud of myself. You know what I'm
you were
saying?
wearing the fucking leather BDSM romper.
Man, not even. I didn't even.
Elevator music on it.
My
man had his
I
nipples
felt
out
like
and
I
shit.
underdid it a little bit. I had on like this. It was kind of interesting shirt. It was like a ACG zip up.
Nike
It was a zip
gear.
up like collared zip up, short
Okay.
sleeved. So,
Oh yeah, that's freaky.
yeah, it was freaky,
freaky
and I
shit.
didn't have a shirt on under, so I kind of let a little chest hair
You
show.
were really like letting the nipples pop
so-
out.
You know, I was out there.
Cut the
you know,
hair out,
and
the chest hair out,
we
little
got
taco
in. Me and my
meat.
homie, we got in, and we had a great time. It was a lot of butt naked people, a lot of great
naked.
music.
Oh man.
But like literally, they had like a butt naked section. Like literally, you walk in.
That was the name of it?
That's the name I gave it.
That was what you,
A couple of rows of benches to get ass as naked
Forget
as you want
welcome
to
to
be.
VIP. Just the big old
Butt
sign.
naked section.
Butt naked section.
Hey, let's get it.
I'm trying to think of the last rave I went to, man. I don't even know. I mean, I played one, and I played one. Okay, this is gonna be another like slight flex. Also in Indonesia.
In Indonesia,
Yeah, it
shout
was
out
also
to
in Indonesia.
Indonesia.
It was right before like the Hong Kong lockdown for COVID. So it was like February of last year.
Yeah.
I went to like it was kind of like a private like music. It wasn't a music festival, but it was like a 20-person like private island rent out of like this island. And we just lived there on the island for like a weekend, like an extended weekend, and they had like a DJ set up, and it wasn't like super like crowded, but yeah, because there was probably just like
It was the vibe, though.
20 to
It's all
30
about the
people,
vibe.
and there was just like people DJing every night, and they were all so. I know a lot of people are. One thing I've found out after moving abroad, people's fucking strong point is not geography. So Hong Kong is part of China. It's debatable.
It looked like-
It's debatable. It's like geographically part of China, and they have a different government system. But that's a whole nother story. But so it's like near China. But then the people that I was with were actually people from Japan. Like there was Japanese people that rented out the island, and then I just like knew a friend who knew a friend, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like come DJ." So
Nice.
that was that was probably like the most recent like rave sort of thing I
Ravey
went to.
type of thing.
But that shit was sick, and like Japanese people are super fun and like super nice. And,
Shout out to my Japanese.
yo, for real.
out there.
My homegirl Chia, I always called her Chia Seed. She was like really cute, and
Shout out.
Shout out to all the cuties out there.
yeah, but no, that was an interesting experience.
Yeah, man.
But with this with summer on the horizon, potential like outdoor events or like lower capacity events on the coming back, like what do you guys think will be like the soundtrack to this? Like what's gonna be this summer's big banger?
So like basically what we bumping right now, because at the end of the day, you know, being a DJ is like you make whatever the banger you want to be. You know?
But sometimes yes, absolutely.
But you kind of, you know, you got to read the crowd and understand like what people are feeling.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like, you know, good viral hot tracks, you know, out, you know, stuff that like hits the scene. But someone who I've been really rocking with, this young lady from London, Shy Girl. I feel like I've been seeing her in a lot of stuff. You know, the shout out to Shy Girl. You know, we were in tune, but she's so popping now. It's like
she glowed up. Yeah,
she glowed up. She just dropped a song with Basement Jacks, who were another one of my favorite back in the. You know,
I know this is another like big producer that you're into is LSD
XOXO,
and he just remixed the Shy Girl track. And it's
yeah. She really does her marketing well and like the collabs and like exclusives. And I've been seeing her steadily grow like a lot. Like I feel like when I first started listening to her, maybe she had like 10,000 like monthly listeners on Spotify. And I've just been seeing the collabs and like the projects going up.
Yeah,
and her sound is crazy.
Get landing on bigger playlists.
Yeah, exactly. I saw her on like this huge, like the number one on, I forgot what Spotify playlist it was. I was listening to this Beast Mode playlist.
Word.
And that it like had so many heavy hitters, and she was like the number one person on there. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wow, heavy.
And some of her stuff is like kind of like hyper poppy or like a little bit more like clubby or whatever. But like some of that shit would hit in like a kind of like random standard like top 40 hip hop sort of set.
Exactly. Like she got the bars. She's very versatile. You know, kind of.
I played one of her tracks at the last gig we were at, which is like totally not like.
I was not paying attention to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I didn't remember that. But you said, well, you were going crazy as usual. You're doing your thing. As usual.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing your thing.
For sure. You know, Shy Girl's dope. I could definitely see her continuing to rise. Zeke, man, you bumping anything good lately?
Yeah, what's in your Serato?
We're talking about music or the summer yet? Where we at?
We're talking about what's your summer anthem?
What's gonna be the summer
What's
anthem?
Your summer anthem right now?
And then also like not too much trend forecasting, but just like what's your personal summer anthem or like what you've been vibing on lately?
Oh man, I mean, you got me into like Afro house, Latin house,
Hell
like,
that Kuduro, that good Kuduro vibes.
Just like, you know, going into like a lot of chill music, house music, lo-fi. It's like, for me, I like to feel the beat. I like to feel the sound over the lyrics. So I'm not a big like into lyrics. I mean, if there is somebody who just mind blows me with lyrics, like of course I'm gonna listen to that. Like, you know, I got my favorites. You know, Kendrick. You know,
Kendrick's one person who I think is probably the best. Like he's goated for sure, but I think his best strength is the fact that he can make something super lyrical, super relatable, and make it sonically good.
Yeah,
because I feel like a lot of these like lyrical miracle type rappers are like
miracle whip type rapper. Yeah.
They're like, there's a certain demographic for that, and then there's like it, but it like doesn't sound good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
sorry,
that was just my little rant on
that.
Right,
you know, it's like, you know, looking forward to you know, J. Cole as well. Let's see if he does anything. Yeah, I'm just like, I like the whole brand that he started.
Yeah, Dreamville.
Dreamville.
Yeah, that's a great
It's
collective.
like,
JID.
TDE is a great collective
But, you know,
too. It's
facts,
just
But the big hits of this summer is just gonna be,
It's gonna be
Society
Meg.
Shy.
You think, oh yeah.
whatever we playing over here.
You think
playing
Meg? You think
bad.
Meg can go back to back and have another like?
Another hot girl summer. I
Yeah.
mean, she's just
She's
killed
won a
it at the
Grammy, right?
Grammys. I always it's kind of interesting, man. I know this is. I mean, it's not that off topic, but it's a little bit. But I'm like, man, women are like killing it in the
Bro.
music industry,
Facts.
and like always have been. But I feel like it's really like I feel like this is the first time in music. I mean, kind of Nicki Minaj kind of set the wave of like potentially being the best rapper, not just like woman rapper. Like right now, like you could say that Megan Thee Stallion is the best rapper out. In terms of like her hit. I mean, I'm not gonna say that because I'm all over the place, but it's like she's the like I feel like her and Lil Baby were kind of like the biggest rappers like overall in like terms of like the mainstream sense. I mean, of course, you have like the Drakes and but Kendrick hasn't dropped anything in a while.
Can we talk about Drake's that little EP
Yeah, the little
he
EP.
put out recently?
Let's talk about it.
Straight up Reggie Bush. That was straight
Oh
up mids,
wow!
bro.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
straight
gonna
up
be
mids.
digging it.
No, I thought it
You
was
were digging
mids,
the
bro.
lemon pepper.
Nah.
I mean, he set history with it.
It's okay.
He set some history with being the first
1, 2,
artist
and
with
3
1,
on
2,
the-
and 3 in the
yeah.
Billboard.
Yeah, I saw
But
that.
you thought it was mid grade.
I thought it was mids. The one with Lil Baby was good. I like that one. The one with Rick Ross is like it's like very
Rick Ross.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah,
it's
I mean, Drake and Rick
that-
Ross, you already
it's
know
that,
what you're
like,
gonna say.
luxurious production Maybach. It's Maybach. music,
Yeah, it's
bro.
like
literally
Aston
Maybach
Martin
music.
music part
Exactly.
8.
Yeah, and it's good, but it's just like,
Wow.
do I need to hear that? Not
Scary
necessarily.
hours. You weren't you were scared.
Demon hours, bro.
It didn't scare.
Scary hours.
Man, I love Drake, man. I'm never gonna because I get once an artist kind of gets to a certain point, it's like anything kind of any move they make is gonna kind of be for real like kind of music is kind of a little bit generic.
Right. I mean, Drake's definitely like crossed that threshold, but like
Yeah.
he's still like for the amount of time he can remain relevant. I think it's very impressive.
Yeah,
Like there are people that have been around a lot longer, but they've all taken the bench. They're like taking a management role instead of like it's like Jay-Z. Like he's not really rapping. I mean, like he'll put out songs or like have a verse on a song, but he's a businessman now.
but
You know what I
he's
mean?
been out for like so ridiculously long. Though
Yeah.
it's like Jay-Z is like I feel like that's the pinnacle. He's like on some like long term like Iron Man of hip hop type of ordeal because
Right.
he does. Yeah, you're right. He's like been the president of Def Jam. He started his own. You dig and you
Brooklyn Nets
dug.
and shit.
Even like kind of Kanye too. Kanye's had an interesting like roller coaster career.
Yeah, who would have ever thought? Who would have ever seen all of that coming?
Yeah,
That's-
his career from the beginning is like you start off, you're like a glorified producer. No one really wants to give you a shot. You get your little, your little things, and then once you get your real big opportunity, you blow. And it's kind of like, you go from that to being
through
like,
the wire, man.
yeah, and it's like all through, coming out of a rough situation and making that.
Right.
I always respect him. I think he's an amazing artist.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely made some questionable statements, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
even more so recently. But it's like it's still. I mean, like it's still Kanye, and
Yeah.
we're in Chicago right now, so it's he's definitely like cemented his legend. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I feel like like through all of it. I mean, yeah, like stuff that he said in the past is just outright like wrong. Or I mean, it depending on
just straight up wrong,
Just-
like factually incorrect, and
Yeah.
like objectively wrong for sure.
But he's doing his thing with his church. Like he got
Yeah,
so one like I don't know. It's like for me, it's more of the 1B. But
yeah. Like
if
let
we're
him-
talking about another like OG, you got to give it up. You can't go by and just not talk about Eminem or Snoop Dogg, like still in the game. Yo, you guys remember when Snoop Dogg, came out like I'm gonna be the lion or like
Snoop Lion?
Snoop Lion, yeah,
what happened to
I
that,
mean,
man?
even on top of that, it's like when he dropped Sexual Seduction, like he was just like on some straight up like funkadelic, like the smoothest Isley Brothers vibe. Like that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Snoop. I don't know. I didn't really listen to Snoop Lion too much.
Who was the verses that was it? Snoop and DMX.
They did one?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it was entertaining. And
Snoop did.
No, wait. Was it?
Yeah,
was it
I think.
DMX?
Oh man, I think you just made this up. Fact check.
Yo, Jesse, can you pull that up?
Snoop Dogg.
Hey, can you pull that up?
I
for
don't
us?
think you did it versus, dude.
Oh, Snoop Dogg definitely did. I just can't remember who he did. I'm pretty sure he did it with DMX, bro.
Yeah, it was DMX. Dang, how did I not watch this?
Oh yeah, but
Because I used to love DMX too. I bet that was cracking.
no, I love DMX too. And like, the funny thing was like, I mean, we all knew Snoop Dogg was gonna win because it's like Snoop Dogg, and like that. It's not even really a great matchup. I think they were going with like the theme was like like dogs, right? Because it's like
the dog and the dog.
Yeah.
I think Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z would have even been better higher. That would have been because Snoop just has so many. I mean, DMX is hard. I love DMX, but it's like.
But yeah, besides like some of the big bangers, like what else? But yeah. But Snoop Dogg was so just entertaining. He's an entertainer, dude. He's hilarious.
He's great.
Just having fun.
Great.
Yeah, no, he's great.
I actually saw DMX at South by Southwest the last time I went, and that was a great show, man. I felt like damn. I'm like, how many people? I feel like I saw like a lot of people kind of like late, like where I'm like, damn, you might never see. Like I saw Outkast at Lala. I saw Prince at United Center with my mom.
Damn,
that was super dope. It was crazy, and then I saw that DMX, and I was just like, man, it's like. How many more times do you think, you might never know. You don't know when people are going to perform.
Facts, and he's had a past. But yeah, bringing it from the old school back to, current stuff, I'll just say, I think in terms of hip hop, I think Pooh Shiesty is going to have a good summer.
Oh, yeah. Pooh Shiesty.
I think he's like kind of next up or whatever. And like, big ups, Gucci Mane is probably the best A&R in history.
Yeah, man, he doesn't get enough credit. Man.
For sure.
A lot of people segue through Gucci, man.
Yeah, so him, this new, it's not new. It's not. The album is new. I think this guy's kind of an old head, but he was like Duke Deuce. Have you heard the new Duke Deuce album?
Duke Deuce.
Yeah.
Duke Deuce.
Duke Deuce.
I've heard of that. I haven't listened to too much of his stuff. I gotta check it out.
It sounds like super reminiscent of like, I don't know. It's not quite as like heavy as like a Waka Flocka, but it's like just like that era of like trap music where it was like kind of like they were like going hard, but then it was like party music still.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of brought that back, and his new album is really good. In terms of like some producers, this woman from the UK named Logic 1000. She's super sick. She might even have like a Shy Girl remix out there or something. She's like
what's her
kind of
name?
in that Logic 1000.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard her. So
Yeah,
I've seen some of her edits.
She's fire.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, 10K Cash. I feel like he might have a big summer. But yeah, I don't know. Just some shit I've been listening to.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man. I always love, kind of linking up with the homies and sharing the music, man. That's a beautiful thing, especially when you're a DJ. You kind of like take notes and add this to
yeah,
playlist.
we should have like an off cam like music sharing things.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with some other DJs recently too. That would be a good idea to just kind of like have like a IRL like DJ pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I always thought because like you got the generic ones, but it'd be cool to get like a local. We'll be back next week with that DJ pool ready.